So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Hausen makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, the one thing to admire about him is that he's never scared of the physical side of things, Peter. But what I love about him is that he reads the game with great ability. Every successful team needs to have someone like him at the back, and I wouldn't be surprised now if he really propels this team forward.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Kaka. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were... Ugo Duro! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Almeida looks to the other side. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, now there's...
Chance, surely! He's scored! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pepelu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good ball, good take. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Almeida! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Valencia are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Casado.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's Rivaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's going to go a long way. Looking for options for movement. Ah, oh, such a clever touch. Hoisted in. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well manoeuvred. Almeida. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Casado did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Thierry Correa. Turns back here, probably the best option. Tarrega. And it's Rioja. Now Correa. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Duro. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Valencia find a position of real strength now. Valverde. Goulet going face-to-face with his great rival. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Goulet. And it's Valverde. And Rivaldo. Casado. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's forced to go back. And that is a little undercooked.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Rivaldo. Goulet. He shifted it to the flank. Pepelu. Hugo Duro is carrying after that one. Wriggles his way through. Distributed tidily. Now it's Rioja. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Valverde. And the first half is done. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. And the action is back on the way. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Now that looks a decent ball. Rivaldo. Now Kaká. Kaká powering forward here. The message is clear, none shall pass. Gaia. Mbappe. And it's Kaká. Rioja. Valencia have reclaimed it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Eder Militao. And it's Valverde. Now Hausen. Rivaldo. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hausen. Casado under intense pressure.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
And here's Mbappe. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. That is definitely not his best. Roberto Carlos, and this is Rivaldo. Cleared without complication.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, some tackle that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rivaldo. And it's Kaka. Spread out to the left. Now it's crossed into the middle. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Goulart will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Casado cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Bale. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Played out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a great position here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And somehow he kept it out. Oh, just the keeper's another chance! It's hit the upright. He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Danchuma. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Milan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And it's Gavi. Camavinga. Diego Lopez. Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through. Roberto Carlos. It's Camavinga. Kaká. Roberto Carlos. Can he get onto this? Roberto Carlos. And across it goes.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Danchuma. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Nice interception, well timed. And that is that. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Kaka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Cleared without hesitation. Kaka. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Casado. Now it's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot. Shapes to shoot! That's gone for a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well read, nice interception. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Opts for safety. Casado. Rivaldo going full tilt down the left. And it's made its way to him. Howson. Eder Militao. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's found a way through. Chance, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that has been cleared. Now that looks a decent ball. Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's had it taken off him. Eder Militao. Milan looking to pass their way through. Looking for the run. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bale. That is lovely. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Kaka. He's got plenty of space out wide. He rises! A skipper's goal!
Yeah, the captain has gone further up in everyone's estimation after an opener as wonderful as that. The manager will be reviewing his half-time message now.
Gol del Milan. Marcó.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And he's picked it up out wide. Takes aim and crosses. That's not going to find its target. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself...
Big chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Valverde did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Eder Militao.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. There's the shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Cordoba grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against him here.
Just just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Can he latch on to this? And it's been played through. Gets into some space. That's really good defending. Rivaldo, very much a man of this moment. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bale. That's very neat. Eder Militao. Goulet. He's in a great position here. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 19.
Now it's Roberto Carlos.
El dorsal 30.
He gets big!
Serán sustituidos por...
No, he's
el
got that
dorsal
completely
14,
wrong.
El dorsal 20. El dorsal 7. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Kaka. And that pass just didn't quite work. And the ball's come loose here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Camavinga.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice sequence of passes this. Strokes it back. Played back into the centre. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Bale. Kaká. Mbappe picks it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Flashes it across. Cleared away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Howson.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! Superb goal!
Well, some contributions can never be underestimated, and there's little danger of it happening in this circumstance either. Time running out, and the uncertainty should be over now with a superbly timed skipper's contribution.
El dorsal 10.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that is that. Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing.
Great chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Rivaldo. Here's Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival, Hesse. Plays a sharp little ball here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Mbappe! That's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And that's a throw-in. Rivaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Little pass back. Roberto Carlos, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a cute ball. It's a goal kick. Milan still without a single shot on target.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Big header! Goal! Milan! He watched it all the way and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Assegnato al 21esimo minuto.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he's there to get it away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos. And it's Rivaldo. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Hesse. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And can he finish? They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe. Now it's Goulet. Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's delightful. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. Look at this. Can he finish? He's got a goal! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Cross. Now it's Hesse. Now this could be a chance. And he's intervened well there. Rivaldo. Goulet. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Distributed tidily. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. It's Bale! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And he's forced to go back. He's looking wide. He's picked his way through. It's a promising position. Goulet.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, such a clever touch. Bale! Oh, it rattles the bar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great vision, and he's picked it up out wide. Rivaldo. Lovely feet. Azar with the delivery. Nicely spread. That has ended up in no man's land. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Hesse. Spread it left. Now that looks a decent ball. Played into the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Over to the left. Hazard. That's very neat. Valverde. Real chance here. That's tidy. Rivaldo. Now it's Hesse. Oh, they could break here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18. Hazard. Numero 9. Numero 8.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Alexis Sanchez.
Now he's off and running.
Il numero 22.
And he's being shifted off it.
Il numero 6. Attenzione, un cambio.
Camavinga.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Howson gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's nice. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got full. Oh, great save! And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Bale! Harmlessly behind. Las Palmas looking to pass their way through. Bale under intense pressure.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Milan with a free kick then. Shot could... and the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And he's there to clear it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Rivaldo. Oh, that's neat. Ball is over the line. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Koundé gets flagged offside.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Sanchez. That looks a good ball through. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah.
Chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Haaland brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
He's a sharp little ball here. Looking to go deep. Big header! Blocks! That's really good defending. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Howson cuts it out. And here's Haaland. It's gone for a throw-in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's not gone well. Alexander-Arnold is there and he can pick it up. Mbappe! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Threads one in. Mbappe! Real chance! A finish of true class. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Mbappe. And he was quick to react. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Elise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Caicedo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Bale. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. He's not got that quite right. Ball has bounced loose now. Haaland has created one goal already. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good take in a good area. It's anyone's ball now.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's hoisted clear. Nice bit of trickery. Roberto Carlos. Caicedo. Tries to pass it through. for Olise. And it's Caicedo. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but he's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Dink through. Howson is always looking to break lines. Now he's got space here. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kaká opts to play it back. He's tried one! Denied by an instinctive save.
Olise is offering a wry smile there.
Milan have their second corner now. Haaland! Just off target. Mbappe has found the net here, of course. Mbappe! Van Dijk. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Howson gets across to intercept that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Knocks it into space. Caicedo. Olise. Now it's Haaland. Ødegaard. And here's Haaland. And he's in. Shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
There's the start of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, super! Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So all square and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal?
It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
He's Haaland! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no...
He's having a shot! Nuno Mendes. That's good running with the ball. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Mbappe pinches it off him. What a throw in. And here's Mbappe, and it's Kaka. Mbappe! Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball, good take. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! And that is high.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, easy pickings there. Vitinha looking for the run. Haaland, he's shifting through the gears here. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Kaka. Anthony. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro
Haaland!
10. Le numéro 10.
And the keeper has done it off. Top stop. Olise. Bale. Always onto this. Might be danger here. Howson. Referee has just said play on. It's Bale! Great football, shot and save.
Bale clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
À sa place, le numéro 21. Changement.
Bale! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Changement en cours.
Milan making consecutive changes here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
And it's Rivaldo. And that is out of play. Oh, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Can he get it through? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he whips it in. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him. Lookman. Alexander-Arnold in acres of space out wide. Lookman. Played into space out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Rivaldo. And now the breakaway.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. He's gone for goal! Oh, this looks sharp. João Pedro. It's a pretty loose pass. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Caicedo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. 5 minutes to add. Van Dijk makes the interception. Not the most accurate pass. And they've got a throw. Caicedo. Now it's Haaland. Lookman. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Haaland! And the keeper read that really well. And that will be it. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.